was Spanish.
I mix up.
I feel so scared. Well, why didn't you offer that earlier? Okay. Is it time? Does this work? Okay, hi everyone. Thanks for coming. So today, me and Michael Asirno and Gabor Zalagi are just going to go over a couple things that we have available on campus. Some is GL specific, but most of it is just campus-wide that we thought you might like to know about. Just some things that we have available and some things that we can do for you. So, you know, we're always trying to make the campus better. We're always trying to do more for you all, and we just want you to know exactly what we can do and what things we have available. So we're just kind of going to take turns and go over what we can do. So Michael's going to start us off, and then you'll hear from the rest of us later.
Okay, well, thank you all for coming. I know this isn't the most exciting topic for a Monday morning seminar, so we appreciate you coming. Michelle had the great idea. This has never been done before. And Michelle had the great idea of doing this following the U.S. Constitution, where the president from time to time gives a State of the Union. And so this is the from time to time, being the first. So I'm Michael. I'm the one who sends many of the emails that you just toss in the trash and don't read. But I wanted to give you the human side of IT, and you're seeing three of us here. We want to talk a little bit about the campus network, how it works, how you connect to it, what you can and can't do on it. We'll talk about the phones, because we had a new phone system installed not too long ago. We'll talk about how you share information, backing up that information on your computer. The ever-present help problem, who do you call? Going to be some details on websites. This will be more specific to GL, but also to the BBR campus as a whole. And calendars. We have more calendars than you could possibly imagine. How do you access them? What do you do with them? So, who are you going to call? You're going to call one of these four people. If you're GL, Gabor and Gafay are your IT administrators. Gabor is the IT manager. Michelle deals with all communications and event coordinating. If you have issues with websites, Michelle's the person to go to. The last name on the list, Adriana Cannell, she will be starting in October. She'll be the new DTM ITIS administrator, taking the position that had been held by Sandy Kaiser. So we're looking forward to her arrival in October, and we'll have our full complement of IT support again at that time. The campus network, we have several Wi-Fi networks on campus. The visitor Wi-Fi is open to anyone on campus. You are free to share the visitor Wi-Fi password with anyone who's here. There are dual bands. That is the older 2.4 gigahertz, and if your device supports it, 5 gigahertz, which provides faster throughput. Almost any device made in the past 3 years supports 5 gigahertz. So when you look at available network places, you'll see those two names, visitor and visitor 5 gigahertz. Choose 5 gigahertz, you get slightly faster speeds. When it asks for security, you choose the WPA2 personal for security. Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does. When you're on the visitor network, you have no access to internal resources. We had a very bad experience a few years ago where we were providing access to internal printers, and that was a pathway for a very nasty set of pieces of malware and viruses that would every now and then on a multi-hour basis bring down our entire network. It took us weeks to figure that problem out and resolve it. We don't want to go through that again. Don't ask for internal access if you're on the visitor network. It's not going to happen. Gabor has placed a few printers, one in the Abelson building and a few in the research building that you can print to from the visitor network. So if you have someone that you're working with here, for the day or so and they need a printer, they can install one of those printers and print to it from the visitor network. You don't have to register the device if you want to use the visitor network. That means you don't have to come to any one of us. It's excellent. Most people have their smartphones connected to it, tablets, any other unregistered devices. It's available in all buildings, and the Wi-Fi signal actually gets outside pretty much anywhere on campus where you have tables and chairs. You can get the Wi-Fi signal. The other network that's wireless is the BBR Wi-Fi. The pounding of the unit on the wall there was the reaction most people had to our old Wi-Fi system. We replaced the entire Wi-Fi on campus about a little less than a year ago, and it's a much more reliable system, provides better throughput, a lot better control from our perspective. I think overall it's worked well for people. I'll find out soon after this talk, I guess. The BBR Wi-Fi is only available for GLDTM excuse me, and BBR devices. It supports the same bandwidth and frequency spectrum. That bandwidth at 5 is incorrect. It should be the same as the visitor. Sorry about that. You won't see this listed on network places. It's hidden. We don't broadcast it because it's not available to you unless you've contacted IT support. So if you want to use Wi-Fi on a device that you have, a laptop that's a Carnegie laptop, you can get it registered with us. We can provide you with the password and connect you to that wireless network. On the BBR Wi-Fi network, you do have access to all internal resources. You can access printers, you can access computers, storage devices, everything that's on the local network. The wired network provides the fastest and most reliable network connection. If you have a desktop, your IT administrators will connect it via wire. All connections to the desktop are 1 gigabit per second. You're not sharing that connection with anyone else like Wi-Fi, so you get the full 1 gigabit bandwidth from your desktop. You have to register the device. You have to have antivirus installed on it. It must be up to date, and it must be enabled. And again, you have access to internal resources. Important safety tip, never plug in any device to any network office port without IT help. We run separate networks, one for phones, one for communications via computers. The phone network is a powered network. That is, the phones get power from the port. So if you plug in your computer into what is configured to be a phone port, you potentially can damage your network interface on your computer. Please don't do it. And unfortunately, there's no way to distinguish what's what. It wasn't designed that way. The phones came in after the wiring had been updated several years ago. Only IT knows for sure which is which. So just check with us before you connect any device to any wall port. Remote access. If you're off campus, how the heck do you get in? So you can request from the help desk that you need remote access. We use our firewall to support an SSL VPN. SSL is a secure socket layer. It encrypts all communications back and forth, so it's a secure connection. There are instructions at that website where you can get information on how you download the client that you can install on your device and how you configure it so that you can then connect to our VPN and have access to the resources when you're remote. The FortiClient, which it's called, runs on Mac OS, Windows, Linux, runs on iOS and Android, so you can have your smartphone connected to the VPN as well. Some people do that when they're off-site and they need access to the library, for example. So it provides a convenient way to get access to the library journals when you're off-site. We will be going to a dual-factor authentication system, and we will be purchasing a set of licenses for SSL access. So we ask you that you request it only if you need it. If you're not someone who needs remote access, please don't ask for it because we will have a limited number of licenses. There'll be a large number, but they will be limited. The other way in is through the SSH server that we run. This is for all those who insist on being Unix geeks and just love to have terminal interfaces. So the SSH server is available to anyone who has on BBR, who has a Carnegie Science email address. You can just SSH into the server with your Carnegie Science username and password. Once you're logged in, you can SSH to your office computer and gain access that way. Again, you have to inform IT that you want that access since it is a controlled resource. Please don't store any data on that server. Don't share any files with anyone external with that server. All files are wiped clean on a regular basis without notification. So it's not a place to do any kind of data storage. On to phones. As I said, we had new phones installed less than a year ago. I'd like to have that phone actually in my office.
Granted, we'll get tomorrow.
The phone system is IP based, so each phone that's sitting on your desk is actually a computer. It gets assigned an IP address. Everything that you set up on that phone, the phone number, all the different things you might have configured for it stays with that phone. So if you change offices, you just bring the phone with you. For some of you, for staff, scientists, research scientists, and supporting staff, there is a phone client available that takes advantage of the fact that the phone system is an IP phone system. The phone client allows your computer to become your phone. You can make and receive calls from your computer. You can manage conference calls. There's a chat feature where you can just dial someone else's extension and just chat with them using your computer. You can listen to voicemail on it. You can also configure your voicemail to be sent to you as email, which I find to be very convenient. Once you configure that, the client doesn't have to be running. Voicemail will always be sent to your email once it's configured. It comes in as a sound file, a WAV file, so it's not like Apple does nowadays where they try to convert it to text, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. This is just a sound file. You play it, you hear the person's voice, no AI involved whatsoever. You can also send faxes directly from your computer. If you're off campus, you can make use of this client. However, you must be connected to our VPN. Again, information and instructions are located at that website. There'll be a list of websites available for you to reference. The ever popular problem of it's too big to email. I believe Google Mail in Carnegie Science allows an attachment up to 25 megabytes. Unfortunately, most places don't even allow 10 megabyte file attachments. Some are very small. And so when you have data or something that you need to share, what's the easiest way to do it? The first way and the preferable way is to simply use your Google Drive that's available to you in your account. You can upload that, whatever you wish to share, files or folders, and then you can share that particular item with anyone who has an email address. It can be inside or outside Carnegie. There is no size limit or storage limit on your Google Drive. That's one of the advantages of an academic account that we have with Google. Yes? No.
No, you can share it with any kind of provider. So when you have email, it can be Outlook, Microsoft.
So long as the person has an email account, you can share it with them. Yeah. I also recommend that once they've got it, you unshare it. Yeah. In some cases, Google Drive may not work for whatever reason. Usually on the other side, person can't access it or something for whatever reason. We do run an FTP server on campus. It's a virtual machine. We've been running this for many years. It does not allow anonymous FTP. But if you need access to it, contact IT. We can create a separate account for you on it. It's not tied to your Carnegie account. In this way, you can share your username and password with anyone who needs access to it that you want to share information. It has a fairly large amount of storage, a couple of terabytes of storage, so it should accommodate all needs that you have. Again, don't expect the data that you put there to be long-term. It may disappear after a few months as we go through regular housekeeping on the disk. But it does provide a convenient way, in many cases, for people to share information. It uses it's not a secure FTP in the sense that it's encrypted, but it's a hardened FTP client and server. And we've been running it for about 12 years, and although every day people try to break into it, it's not been broken into. So we feel fairly comfortable and confident that it works very well from a security standpoint. I know the astronomers make use of this a great deal because they can easily transfer data from the telescope up to the FTP server, and then when they come back here, they can transfer it from the FTP server onto their computers. So it's a convenient way station for data if you need a temporary storage area in between locations. There's a new feature available in your G Suite account, Google Backup and Sync. You can back up your files to your Google Drive. I've been doing this starting last week to test it out. It works extremely well. Unlike Time Machine, you can't choose your entire hard disk to back up, for example, but you can select as many folders as you like, and it will begin backing up those folders to your Google Drive, and it uses a new type of file streaming technology that well, Google likes to claim they invented things, but it's been around a long time. But they take advantage of this file streaming, so it's far more efficient and quick than the previous method that Google used to upload and download files. So in a matter of a few hours, I've had several hundred gigabytes already backed up to my Google Drive. The advantage to this is that you have access to your backup files from anywhere, from any device. The other big advantage to this is for those of you who are using Mac computers, in the next version of the operating system, Apple is implementing a new file system called APFS. It will take the place of what is called the HFS file system. And the problem with APFS is that the vendors who currently provide storage that is compatible with Time Machine have not received the information they need to make their servers compatible with this new file system, and we don't know when that information is going to be released by Apple. So those of us who use Macs, when we upgrade to what's called High Sierra, it is very likely that our Time Machine backups will no longer work until this information gets transferred. This provides a very nice solution right now for that problem. You do get version management in Google Backup. So when you modify a file, it doesn't replace the version that's already been backed up. It creates a new version. Older versions are kept for 30 days unless you mark it to be kept. And backups are kept in a folder on your Google Drive. It creates a new folder called Computers. Under that folder is the directory for each computer that you're backing up. And again, we don't have this currently in our BBR how-to, but there's a support page in Google that explains how to install it and use it. And so far, as I said, I've found it to be working very well. Finally, we have a little bit of information on the cluster computer that we run out at Stanford, the Stanford Run Computing Facility located in California. There's, again, a page to explain information about the MEMX cluster, how to access it, how to use it, the software that's available. If you need access to a computing cluster resource, each department has a staff scientist who manages accounts to it, access accounts. So find out who that person is, talk to that person, make your case about needing the cluster, and then we'll be informed and can create an account for you. Gabor's up next. That's it, if there are no questions.
In this case,
go back this slide. One.
That one?
So a GL, this is run. Yeah. Yeah, sure.
So with the current visitor network configuration, can you print directly to the visitor printers from a mobile phone?
Do they support
Uh,
AirPrint?
If you have a special software for that, but those are old brother printers, so there is no air printing capability built in. So at this moment, I would say no.
We do have printers on the internal network that have AirPrint capability. When we replace those, and assuming the old ones still work, we'll migrate those to the visitor side, and then there'll be AirPrint capability. Yeah.
But all of the visitor printers, it has a USB port, so you can print out from your thumb drive. Maybe the next one. So back to the cluster, a GL, we have two person you can request the access, Rand Cohen and Andrew Steely, and they will forward us the request, and we'll create the account over or grant the access. A DTM, Peter Van Kekken is the person, but both of if you send us the request, we contact to the two person or three person, and we'll manage the request for you too using the help desk. Okay, cluster done. Help desk. The GL had a very nice help desk till this spring. It was a very old one, and we had some issues to upgrade and everything, and we decided to use the Carnegie-wide new fresh service-based help desk system. This help desk system has lots of advantages. First of all, this is not a local one, so if anything happens over here, this is in a cloud, you can access it from everywhere, except China maybe. I'm not pretty sure. We haven't tested from China. But it works. This help desk is not just for GL, this is for Carnegie. Means if you have any problem which is other than GL, like accessing a job site, accessing the Carnegie wide HR site or anything, this is the place you can request accesses, you can send your issues, and somebody will manage it. The proper person will manage it. So this is the future. We have some limitations. So because it's Carnegie-wide, right now it accepts email requests, help desk requests, just from @carnegiescience.edu email addresses, not from @ciw.edu, @gl, ciw.edu, @dtm. No, just @carnegiescience.edu. If you are outside and you cannot send email because it doesn't work for you somehow, you can log in to the website. So you can access it as a website, which is carnegiescience.edu freshservice.com. You can find this information. All of our websites is published, and you can over there add your request, and we will manage it. If you log into the Google, Gmail, Drive, or anything in the same browser, and you open the help desk, it will automatically log you in. You don't have to do anything. If you don't, it will require the Carnegie full email address and the Carnegie password to log in. We have nice information at our internal website where you can find how you can access it, what you can do over there. Probably I can show you in 1 minute. Not this one, what is that? This one, support help desk. So as a user, when you access the website of our new help desk, by the way, carnegiesciencefreshservice.com, that's the email address, that's the web URL. You can check your tickets. You can ask different help, all kind of help. And later on, we will utilize this one for help service type of support. So you go over there just, okay, I have that problem, and give you the best practice how you can do it. This is later on, we have to have time to build up all of the information over there, but we are working on it. Same as knowledge base, you will see over there all of the information. Later on, sometimes when we have time, we'll build everything over there. Right now, we're in a learning phase, and we try to utilize for our GL, DTM, BBR requirements as much as we can. But the potential on these new services, it's unlimited. Even that we can create that. You want a new computer, you go over there, you just click, 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 and we'll get the info, and we can manage it later on. We try to use this one as much as well, but later on. Just money and time. This is the only question we have. So, any question about the help desk? The main purpose we are over here, the new websites. So, if you see that, we have lots of websites. Too much. Later on, we'll work on it to make it a little bit easier to use. The first one is, I would say, the most useful is the BBR Campus Hall. We collected all of the information over there, which is about the campus-related information. As Michael mentioned, that you can find over VPN information, you can find over the MEMX information, you can find over the new picture that George took it from this beautiful slide. Thank you, George. Or if there's something's not over there, there's a link where you can find it. So it's very useful. Internet website, this is a new project we started because the old internet website was shut it down, security reasons. We are working on it. We build up everything over there, new information, not just about IT, about general, GL, and later on we will talk about maybe this will be the base or a BBR internet website. Help desk, I showed the help desk. Right now we have a phone book. We'll talk about later about phone book website. It's not. We have websites. You can find information about the labs over here. What we have, just those which is already signed in and enjoyed our new feature. MEMX cluster. We talk about. Michael talk about over here. A few words about it. By the way, the MEMX. We just got the news that they are working on to a new websites with more information, more useful information. But this is the future. Personal websites, we have personal websites, different ways. We have a GL website, and we have some other like the sub-websites, like how to use Mixi and others, and we have information about Google calendars too. We will talk about later on. BBR Campus How, this website was created 2 years ago probably. Based on the old Google sites, not the new one. Probably we'll migrate to the new one later on when the Google will provide us the tool. You can find everything over there. Everything over there, I would say so. Let's see. BPR's, this is the site. I am proud about the printings. It's online. We jumped down from 20,000 to 7,000 brands, but the information that you can find that kind of information over here. But on the left, you can find all of the links, all of the pages about everything. Calendars, how to use Google. That many people over here came from other universities. They have Google, but not everywhere. So how to use it? What kind of services we have? Everything is over here. Of course, if you don't know something, we have IT, and we are pleased to happy to introduce the Google or tell you and help you out on just some of the features or a specific feature of the Google. Zero-to phone system, how to use it, all kind of information is over here. And there are lots of other things. Let's go back. The next slide, let me see. I need my sysadmin how to use this one. How to access it. Okay, we have this one. But I ask you, have you ever tried to access the Google sites from your Google or the campus how-to. It's very simple because I'm not pretty sure that, no, we are logged into Google Drive. Over here, in the Gmail, Google Drive, you can find a Google Apps nice icon. And if you click over there, there's all of the things over here. All of the services you can access, it's listed over here. And if you go to sites, I don't click it because it's Misha's, but if you can, okay, you can click it. And this is over here. If you have access personally to edit, it's listed. If not, you go browse and you just type over here BBR, how to, not my keyboard, still not, I need an IT help. It's over there. Is there any IT system? No. So, and you can access it. This is true for all of the Carnegie sites, Carnegie Google sites. You can search for it. If they said that, guys, the observatory have someone, you can find it in the same way like over here. So I don't want to show you again today, but tomorrow, yes. Go back. Okay, just close it. Okay, back to the slides. We have a GL internet website. I told you 2 words that we had an old one, maybe who's over here for a long time. Still remember that was a Mac-based. We replaced it with a brand new technology, Google Drupal 8. We are still working on it. This is at this moment GL1. It will be BBR wide. We did not put everything over here. We did not upload everything because we have lots of information on the BBR how-to site. Over here, this is mostly just GL related stuff, but lots of information over there, updated, and we continue add over there information. And by the way, if you have a request that, guys, it's a very nice thing that we have the feature, but really I don't understand really how to use it, just tell us. We create a manual, we put over there, we upload over there, and you can access it. Just give us feedback what you need. Or, guys, this feature has been changed because you are crazy and lazy, you haven't updated the information. We are sometimes. Just let us know that, look, this feature has been changed, this icon is different, and we do the changes. So please inform us about your request or anything. Let me see. This is how it looks like. I have a good news. I talked to the web developer at the headquarters. Headquarters is P Street. This is somewhere over there next to the White House. The president is not the same as the president of the White House. Don't mix it up. We probably will get a nicer team, a nicer look for this one. But this is our website this moment, the internal. What we try to do with website, that collect all of the links over here, the outside links, even DTM and BBR has. Oh man, we have all kind of, and over here we have the most useful links over here, which is all of them. I will talk about the phone book later on. I want to mention the phone book, but go later on. So over here you can find everything. It's very nice driven. Thank you for Michelle because she helped me out about the looks and everything because I'm just an IT guy. I just put over there, you know. You should know how to connect with that. No, we need person who tell that, look, I'm not IT. I need more information. So thank you for Michelle to help us in the IT part of this one too. Definitely, if you need anything, you can scroll down over here first and you can go. We have printing, we have poster printing. Yes, we have poster printer and you can use it. How you use it, everything is over here. So definitely you can find many information over here. Just we have to use it. And again, tell us if you need any more information on this side. That was the IT part. I asked Michelle because this website has an administration part. And she did a very nice and great job to collect all of the information what you need about it.
Yeah, so sorry to stray from BBR. We're doing kind of a GL section right now, but you may remember the old website, the old GL website had both our internal services and the outward-facing information for everybody else, and so we wanted to just keep our GL website for the public and then have our internal website for the needs of the staff and employees here. So it's really nice to have this internal website, and it's new, so that's why we're introducing it to you now. You'll see these are the things that are available to you, but I just want to show you on the website exactly what we have here so that when you have a new person come in and we don't know about them, you have no excuses anymore. So you click on the Administrative Office tab, and the first thing you'll see are the new arrival forms. Wow. If we don't know somebody's coming, it can be very stressful. And don't we want to show them that we're prepared for them and that we're excited that they're coming? Yes. So the first thing you do is click on either appointment request form or visitor request form. Whether they're coming for 3 days or 2 years, it's very helpful to know who's coming into our campus for security reasons and to make them feel welcome. So just go ahead and click on those 2 forms and fill those out. They'll go to the front office and we'll have fun little swag packets ready for them and smiling faces, and no one will be stressed out. Great. Okay, so that's really the most important part. You'll see there's some other information, useful community information on here, like all the ticketing systems. We have ticketing systems for the BBR campus support. So they do everything from killing spiders to hanging up pictures in your office. Trust me, I've used it for killing spiders multiple times. And any kind of maintenance request that you have, you can fill it out there. Then we have the help desk login here, the HQ web support. So both of these are the same thing. Then we have the machine shop ticketing request and WebEx meeting requests. So if you want to schedule a WebEx meeting, Gabor has streamlined that so that nobody's overlapping and everyone can use it at once. Then we have the general IT question links here, and then the miscellaneous information down here like the holiday schedule, the campus maps, things like lunch club, the GL staff directory, just a lot of helpful information that was on the old website that we have just put in one place. So you can find that there, and then there's other useful information on here, like he said, the phone book, and for our front office staff, the loading dock camera, so we can make sure we're not letting in strangers in the back. And then also a fun little tab about the history of GL and BBR that we've just kind of put in one place. So that's how the internal website is working currently. And, I did want to show you one other thing. To access it easily, you can go to our Geophysical Laboratory website, and then under Resources here, it's just the last tab over here called Internal Resources, and that'll just take you right there. So that's that. And yes, it was a nice project, and Gabor really helped get it going, and I'm thankful. So I'll hand it back to you, Gabor, if you want to talk about the phone book.
The phone book. So it will be shorter. The phone book. I have a dream. Not that one, different. We have lots of newcomers over here. Or just me who has 2 database. Pictures, personal faces, names, which is usually raised, but I usually remember the faces. So I'm still doing a kind of directory that you can find everybody over there. Everybody. Face, email address, name, room, everything. Couldn't manage it. What I can do at this moment, just have a list. Nice list about who is over here, who is not, what they do, GL visitors, VBR staff, DTM, everybody's over here. But the most important, this is a live system. So this is connected to our general database, which should be up to date. So if somebody moving to a different room, somebody coming, leaving, doing something, as soon as the IT has information, should have, it's over there, it's up to date. So this is the basic solution, because we have nice pictures from the faces if you stand over there, but we have a system that you can access live, up-to-date information about who is over here, where you can find, how you can contact. I have a dream. Make it bigger, accessible for everybody, the whole Carnegie with Faces everything, like a regular directory. It should be up to date. DTM part? Oh, you have to contact Michael Asiano, the DTM IT manager. He's pleased to help you out. All of the information is not correct. So this is connected to the Carnegie-wide directory service. So as soon as IT have the knowledge about changes, we do the changes.
Yeah, so at least if you do notice a discrepancy, let me know, because that means there's an error in the database. So the phone number changed, or
Okay, we go up to GL. Look at that. It's up to date. No, definitely. The thing is that if not up to date, we should know the changes. The IT know the changes, that somebody is coming, leaving. It can be just a visitor investigator or anything. We can update this Carnegie-wide database, and it will be up to date. But we should know. And please, if you see something, say something. This is different. If you see something, let us know, please. We are pleased to help you out, anything, and make the corrections. Laboratory information, just a few words. We try to create a place where you can access the labs, what we have. This is open to all of the labs. Right now, just 4 of them are participating. You can list it over here. This is a Google site, so you can access it the same way as the BBR how to. But by the way, everywhere there is a link. The most important thing, like the FIB, FAB, FIB, SIB, Electron Microscope, and others, that you can find over there who to connect if you want to use that facility. There are lots of information over there, how to use manuals, safety information over there, and you can access the calendar. You cannot edit the calendar. We can see that when it's available, and there's the information how to connect and reserve a spot for you. We would like to expand this one. So anybody, if you want to participate, let us know. We create a website over there, and we go forward. We want to make it nicer and more useful, so feedbacks are very welcome. So let's go forward. Yeah, how to access. The same way as how you can access BBR campus how-to information. We have personal websites, and we have Michelle, who can tell everybody everything about everything. Oh, by the way, this is
I like yours. Okay, so one thing that I think a lot of people don't know is that we can create personal websites for everyone on campus. I think this is especially helpful for the postdocs because I think it's a great place to, share your information about yourself, especially to put on your CVs and things like that. So we use the Google Sites template for this, which means, you can't see it in China. We understand that, and it is kind of frustrating and annoying, but that's just what we have. So, sorry. But what we can do here is you can fill out this form. It's just a Google form. It's all the necessary information that I need. And then it asks, if this is a priority. Basically, I just want to know what information you need on the site and then the photos you want. And it's super easy to update yourself. So I'm either happy to update it for you at all times, or you can also update it yourself using Google Drive. So there is one caveat. If you link it to your Carnegie account and you're a postdoc, it's going to disappear when you leave. So if you have a personal Gmail email address, that's what I would recommend using for it. That way it'll stay with you forever. And then you can use it all the time. So I did have a knots here just to show you. This is our basic template that we're using for everybody's right now. We have, this template that works well. It's pretty clean. Then you can have as many tabs as you want up on the top, and then these tabs can also have menus that drop down. if you want to do that. So just let me know if you, what's that? Yours looks so good, Anna. Okay, just love it. Still? Really? Well, yeah, that's also another fun thing we can talk about is we can link your social media, your websites, whatever you want to your personal page on the GL website. So, for example, Anat, if you click on her, this is probably going to be wrong, but also below here can go your social icons. So if you use your social media a lot for your science career, especially like Twitter, I'm happy to link those for you at the bottom here. And oh, well, if you want, if you need to contact your P Street representative, you just go to, the help desk. But as you know, we at GL are always on top of everything, so it is correct. I did send them a ticket, though, about that on Fresh Service. So yeah, if you want a personal website, please feel free to fill that form out. And there is another link to that on the internal website that I just showed you, or you can just email me, and I'm happy to send you the link, whatever I can do to help you guys, So yeah, that's really about it for us. And then we can just wrap it up with Michael and Gabor, telling us about the future.
Okay, just a few words. We are one campus. As you can see over here, we have GIA, DTM, BBR personnel over here. So our plan is to have a platform, websites, everything which represents the BBR campus. We want to have you access one place, all information, and then you will be able to find your specific information. Maybe it's department specific. But we want to create one big family over here. Are we a family? No. My wife would kill me if I say that I have a big family over here.
Okay,
But definitely, so easy access, easy understand, and right. So place you can find everything. But which is very important, we are for you. So if you have suggestions, if you have recommendations, ideas, let us know. If you see something that, okay, the academic institution had a very good solution, we are open. We are open-minded, and we will check it out, and if we can, we will implement it for you, our family.
Yeah, so just let us know if you have anything that you'd like to see, or if you have any suggestions or anything that we can help you with, and we'd be happy to do it. So, forgot about this.
Okay, again, me probably. So we have a different way to communicate. We have a G Suite. The G Suite has built-in communication channels, like the Hangout. Anytime you can create a video conference with anybody, including non-Carnegie and non-Gmail users, up to 25 participants, screen sharing, document sharing, all kind of video conferences. Use this one. This is free.
Yeah.
Anytime.
You don't have to do WebEx. You can just do this on your own if you need to do a video conference. It's so easy and it's very reliable.
G-Chat, if you have a Google Gmail or web access open, on the left side, anytime you can chat with everybody. Google Docs, form sheets, anywhere in the world you are, you can find a computer, you log in, they give you all kind of tools like create new documents, Excel sheets, slides. This slides is made. This presentation made with Google Slides. So you have a full office tool over there. You can use it.
There's so much available. I mean, the forms that I create for the personal websites, it's Google Forms. There's literally endless options of things you can do on Google. So you should just click on this More tab one time and just check out all the things you can do. It's really...
One thing, can you just go down for a moment? There's a yellow one called Keep. You can make notes. You can share your notes. You can add over there.
It's like little sticky notes.
Sticky notes. But you can share with everybody at Carnegie.
So yeah, make sure you're taking advantage of Google and calendars.
Yeah, well, just one important, we suggest to use the web access, because if you log into the Google Web, they can chat with you. If you're not logged in, like you use the Mac Mail or something like that, and you are not logged in,
Some
You
people
cannot
might do
chat
that
with
on
you.
purpose.
some
So,
people
if you don't want to be chattable, you can use a different client. So yeah, that's it. If you want access to a calendar, at least to be able to view it, just let us know. You can also search for it. And that's all on the BBR Campus How-To website as well. So, the end. Thank you for coming.
Questions? Any?
Yeah.
Any questions?
I just wanted to add that one of the things that the postdocs raised with us, and I agree with, is that we need to do better to list the full complement of our instrumentation, how to access it, who to talk to about it. So we're working on that, and presumably it will fall into one of these help windows. I think perhaps the one you have with these 4 laboratories listed, but more broadly, all
Just before it.
Yeah, we have it.
we have like 16 mass spectrometers.
It's not up to date right now, but it is here under instrumentation, and I'm just waiting for George to give me that list back, and it'll be updated.
And definitely, the other site we created, if any of the laboratories wants to participate, it's open, we do it, but it's not recommended, but it's useful. Even just a few words we can put over there, I think, so it can work. Google Drive, lots of people over here, they use the Dropbox. You pay for the Dropbox, unlimited. The Google Drive, unlimited. It's free for everybody who is over at Carnegie. And there is one strong limitation. One particular file cannot exceed 5 terabyte size, so probably it's unlimited.
If you have a Dropbox subscription, there's no need to renew it. You really should be using Google Drive. It's free and it has far more capability and zero space limitations. The advantage the other thing about using all these Google apps is if
Thank
we
you.
can convince B Street that everyone is making full use of this, B Street will continue to support this and be less motivated to look for other solutions. Those of you who are here when we transition to Google Mail and whatnot, it's not an easy transition. And having access to these resources